for AdBlock and the entire
If you took all the talent on this show and bottled it up, you'd fail at your analysis. It's Sully and Russ on the Big Biz Show.
Russ and Sully, Big Biz Show, CBS Radio Network, Business Talk Radio Network, and the Biz Television Network. Oh, Russ, don't you feel just zen?
I'd like to get a little Crevassier for our next guest. Maybe dim the lights in the man.
Hey, listen, coming on the program tomorrow, we've got Kevin Dahm, the author of Roar, Bryant Riley, the CEO of B. Riley Investment Management, and Amber Mack, social media expert. There you go. Our website's bigbizshow.com. I want you to go give generously to the Wounded Warrior Project. Also, I think you get some free music downloads, if I'm not mistaken, Nails. You also get yourself...
I knew I had it.
What?
I was looking for the
you don't
Roar
get it
book.
until tomorrow.
Oh, I know, but I'm preparing. All right. Show prep, Bob. Very important.
Very good. Hey, listen, now, you ever hear... people know me from a past life. They know that I was involved very, very up to my neck in venture capital. They know I ran a couple investment banking firms. They know now that I'm a day trader and make my living here.
Overlook that.
No?
No, I know.
But a lot of people don't understand that process. And we met a gal last week through a friend. I won't say his name, but it rhymes with Andy Austin. And he introduced me to a gal named Nia Stefany. She's the CEO of Synergy. What's up, girlfriend?
Hello.
Nice to meet you again.
Making this set look a lot better.
Boy, she is. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at this.
Yes,
what is the deal? Could be the Sully and Nia
I've been stalking
show.
her all day.
I know you have. So listen, I have a question for you. So first of all, Synergy, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So because that's spelled with an X, by the way, Nails.
Oh, sure.
Well, it's XNERGY. It's an investment banking firm, and the reason I wanted to have you on the air specifically was because I don't think a lot of our listeners understand what investment bankers do. And I think it's a pretty cool topic. Do you have any idea? If I ask Russ, tell me about what.
I'm still hung up on the X because I think Xanadu was spelled that way too, if I'm not mistaken.
It was. That's right.
Investment
What's an investment
Xerox.
Boom. Nailed it.
Xerox on X.
Xanadu and Synergy.
Yeah. And investment bankers, I would imagine they look for investment. They invest in stuff.
That's kind of pretty close, isn't it?
They're banks.
Right.
They have a lot of money,
That's
and
right.
they somehow audition people.
We raise capital. We raise capital for emerging growth businesses.
So emerging growth business means
I don't get that part.
well, okay. So see, this is perfect because I'm from your world and he is a mouth
Emerging
breather.
growth. Let me see if I got this one.
Okay, it's emerging growth.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then I don't know what it is. No, emerging growth.
I mean, it's a company about ready to take off, correct?
Right.
Would that be a good way to put it?
So they got this widget, everything's in place, and they go, I need some money. So they go to
Right.
an investment banker rather than a Wells Fargo or like a teller.
Right.
You wouldn't go.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
And that's what we do. We take an engagement and we raise the company growth capital.
So here's my question. So, and I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask this question. A lot of people don't understand. You guys don't have big vaults of money behind you, but you have a ton of investors behind you that are willing to take your advice because you guys do the research necessary.
That's correct.
And
that's
a track
correct. We have
record?
relationships with institutions.
Yeah.
And that's what we do is we broker those transactions and we raise capital.
So it's basically like, if you think of it this way, you go to a bank for a loan, Nails. You understand
I'm
this?
thinking it.
Okay, so you've got
I'm
the
thinking like
the
Shark
loan
Tank.
officer. Okay.
Right.
And of course, if you at first I have to understand the difference between debt and equity. Debt is when you borrow the money. Equity is when you're buying into a company. Okay. But the difference is that middle person works for the bank. You're a third party, and I'm not going to say a disinterested third party because you're representing kind of both sides. But I would assume, do you cheat to the side? I don't say cheat.
No, our clients
I don't say cheat to the side of the investor, but
really the companies.
So the companies are
the client.
No kidding.
Which is interesting.
It is because normally
investors are the ones we have the relationship.
I
with.
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that what makes you different, or is that part of this whole
No, that's what
dark
investment
world that
bankers
you're
do.
in?
So basically, so the people that are in your stable, so to speak, are the people with the cake, the money, the check writers are in your
Right.
stable, but the
Right.
client is the company that's looking for capital.
That's right.
Now, listen, I made a living, and the reason, I can tell you this. Here's a story. Let me bring you back to a gentler time,
Oh,
Russ.
here we go.
Ignoring the jeers of the other investment bankers back in the early 90s, a very chubby Sully raised about $250 million in venture money.
Now, who did you represent?
Well, I would represent the client, but the point that I'm trying to make is it was for privately held companies, and it was a very difficult task to do that those days, especially because privately held companies there's nothing being traded on an open market. Any equity you buy is what they call stiff paper, meaning you got to take that paper and hold it until something happens, either IPO, an acquisition or a reverse merger into a public sale.
A liquidity event.
A liquidity event. Nailed it. Bingo.
Wow, she just pulled
She's
that
even
right
better
out of
than
her-
I am.
Her satchel.
So my question is this: do you handle do most investment bankers A handle both private and public companies, and B, what do you guys handle?
We handle both private and public, but we mostly focus on the private side.
Really?
Yes,
So
we
so
do.
that's a tough gig.
do, but-
That's a tough
but
road to
no.
hoe.
Is
We're
that
very,
because
we're very opportunistic, so.
No, but the point is, though, is that you guys that's a huge amount of risk that you're taking, regardless of how great the deal is. I mean, obviously, had you invested $10,000 in Microsoft, that whole story, I understand that. But how do you find that? What's the process you go for due diligence to find that diamond in the rough, so to speak?
Well, we get a lot of referrals.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that helps.
accountants, attorneys refer us business.
Do you guys have to do a due diligence process? Like, do you need to go in there and look up the
We
shorts
do,
with the
but
flashlight?
It's really the investors,
Yeah.
the fund managers that do most of the due diligence. I mean, we're pretty no nonsense. We go straight out to the street and raise the capital. Usually,
So basically, your research firms vet the deal and they say, this is a deal that we want to get involved in, and then you guys go out there and shop it to your stable of investors.
exactly.
So let me ask you this: what's it take? I mean, what's the secret sauce? Because some deals that look like that they are the next best thing don't get any money, and some deals that you'd never think are going to get funded.
Is it the weight of the treatment they give you? You know, I've heard that people in Hollywood, when you give them a script or something, if it's kind of light, they go, nah, not much there. But when someone gives you a proposal,
Is it about the presentation?
and it's all
Is it about what's
research
it
and all
about?
that, or-
It is. It's about the relationships.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's really about the company and the management team.
Really?
I mean,
Ooh, there it is.
those-
See,
those
bingo.
are
Hang out.
two-
You can
Management
go
team.
now.
Yeah. No, management. That's important.
So it's the driver, not the bus.
Ultimately, they're the ones executing on the deal, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, the management team's the one, the driving the
that
bus.
you're really investing in the management.
Now, are there investors that won't put money in because it doesn't have the right management team?
No,
I mean-
not. It depends. It's really
doesn't get that
deal
far?
specific.
You know,
I mean, do you know a
It's really
goose
deal-
when you look at it, go like, dude, don't even. Why are you even here? This is such a lame product. Go away. Or do they have to? You give them a little, and then after they're done, go. No, that's. I knew it was stupid, and just kick my. Because I'm
Well,
thinking
we
like
vet
Shark
it out
Tank.
before we take it on. Of
Oh,
course,
okay.
So,
Yeah,
So
we
okay, but if you've taken, but let me ask you this: but if you take it on, I mean, what are the chances that one of your guys in your stable is going to say, "I know you love this deal, I just don't like it"? Does it ever happen where you've got an investor that doesn't agree with your guys' philosophy?
Well, sure. I mean, the goal is to shop it to the street, create a beauty pageant, and then find
Boom.
the investor with it on the the investor
I like
on
it.
best terms.
No,
All right.
you're not saying put lipstick on a pig.
No, she's not. Stay
No,
right
okay.
there.
I just wanted to say that.
Russ and Sully on the Big Biz Show. Nia Stefany is our guest. She is the CEO of Zynergy Investment Banking, providing capital to emerging growth in middle market public and private companies. That's a mouthful. You can go to ZynergyFinancial.com. We're going to have more from her when we get back from the break. We're out to show up, talk about what's coming up tomorrow. Go to our website, BigBizShow.com. Stick around. Oh, did you see that? It's called hitting the post, baby. You can't even teach that.
We spent years
So,
refining the art
what
and
kind of
science
companies are in
bargain
front of you
hunting.
right now?
And right now, we want to make it easy for you to add some high-quality Fallen Angels to your retirement or investment account. That's why we're
about
offering
what
our
good
Fallen
ones
Angels managed account service below the normal minimums. You can try our strategies with as little as $50,000 in an IRA or any account. And we'll send you a free copy of the book, Wisdom on Value Investing, How to Profit on Fallen Angels. To learn more,
don't
call
bother.
Gabriel Wisdom or Michael Moore at 888-999-1395, 888-999-1395. We'll buy investments when they meet our criteria, and we'll sell them when our research indicates it's time to. Try the Fallen Angels Managed account. Call us at 888-999-1395, 888-999-1395. American Money Management, AmericanMoneyManagement.com.
Now is the best time to have vinyl replacement windows installed on your home, and the only place to buy your new vinyl windows is from the partners of the Window
And don't people
Replacement
giving money
Line.
have to be-
And right now, the savings just got better.
There
You
you
can
go.
get an energy credit of up to $1,500
good-
as part of the
what companies
President's
have
new
you
Tax
been part
Act
of?
of 2009. Your old windows are the #1 reason for energy loss in your home. With new vinyl replacement
I just wanna know what
windows,
the hell you
you
did
are
all day.
guaranteed energy savings. And now you're guaranteed up to a $1,500 energy tax credit. And if you call right now, we'll also offer you a special discount when you buy 2 or more windows. Call the window line today and learn how you can get up to a $1,500 energy tax credit. 800-738-0170. 800-738-0170. 800-738-0170.
This is not a get-rich-quick kind of career. It is a legitimate, proven way to supplement your income. Some people have found it can be a full-time job, but clearly it's what you make it. Our mystery shopping list will tell you all about companies that offer not just mystery shopping or secret shopping, but merchandising jobs, sampling promotional opportunities, auditing of movie theaters, and more. Mystery shopping is where you're paid to evaluate things like performance by employees, cleanliness, and professionalism at businesses like retail stores, restaurants, banks, and more. As a non-biased consumer, you'll earn a fair wage and typically will be reimbursed for purchases made at the business. You'll get this complete list of more than 40 companies for just $10. That's right, only $10. Order now by visiting us online at mshopusa.com. That's mshopusa.com. mshopusa.com. It'll be the best $10 you've ever spent.
I looked at her and I was just, wow, she looks so young.
How are ordinary women across America looking years younger? They've discovered the proven breakthrough called hydroxytone. It erases wrinkles, tightens skin, and makes frown lines disappear from view. See for yourself by requesting a risk-free trial today.
She always looked good to me. I can't believe how young she looks.
For a limited time, try it before you buy it. 1-800-506-1961. But hurry, when this offer's gone, it's gone. Call 1-800-506-1961. 1-800-506-1961.
Saving money is all the rage these days. Kind of the in thing to do. Like growing a beard. Well, here's a tip for you. You could save hundreds on your car insurance by switching to Geico. And then you could look all fancy with your beard and brag. Look at me. Look all the money I saved with Geico. You don't even have to mention me.
Right there.
Although for the record, I've been talking about saving money long before it was ever cool. Now, if only I could grow a beard.
For a free rate quote, visit geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Never assist a stranger getting change. Only take loose change from your own pocket. Just a little more financial insight from the Big Biz Show.
Hey, that's
no
it.
Charge.
Russ and Sully, Big Biz Show. Hey, coming up in the program tomorrow.
I'm ready.
We got, let me see. Tomorrow's, see, this week's going slow for me.
Yeah.
Is it going fast for you?
It's my birthday.
No, it was your birthday.
I know.
Tomorrow in studio, Kevin Dom, he wrote the book Roar, Get Heard in the Sales and Marketing Jungle. Also, Bryant Riley, he's with B. Riley Investment Management. And Bill Petty, the CEO of Energy Management International, calling from Bolivia.
Is that Tom's brother?
You've had calls from Bolivia before, haven't you, Russ?
I've had calls from Bolivia
Import,
before.
export
Let's move
calls?
on, Bob. Back to you.
And Amber Mack, social media expert, will be on the air with us. Very excited. I'm really happy to have Nia Stefany, the CEO of Zenergy Investment Banking, with us today, because I don't think a lot of people really understand it.
No.
I think people, hey, I'm an investment banker. You know, I mean, do you ever has anybody ever sat and asked you the question outside of the biz world that you're in, and really understood what you do?
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
But when you say, like, I'm a hairdresser, you get it. Well, you're a hairdresser. But
yeah, investment banking. But then, listen, you really want to get complicated? Ask a guy what a merchant banker is. You got a merchant banker, you got an investment banker, you got a transactional banker, you got your banker, you got a securities banker. It's getting ugly.
All right.
Let's talk about what makes you guys different, because obviously, we've got day traders that listen to this program, we've got novice investors that listen to this program, we got an audience that's worldwide on radio and television. What makes you guys different than the next guy?
Transparency.
Okay.
Our clients actually sign on to a funding room, and they can track our progress through a deal. It's permission based.
Wow.
And the lawyers, the accountants, the clients all have access to that funding room.
So let me tell you why this is important. This is really cool. I didn't realize that. That's really cool, because if, let's say, you were a company looking for cake. When you're looking for money.
Yeah,
okay?
right away.
Got a $3 million raise going on. You've got a new mouse that you made. Okay. She says, this is the greatest thing in the world. It's going to revolutionize everything. The deal gets vetted out. She presents it to investors. Your biggest question as a guy looking for money is, what's happening? I mean, how many times?
Right.
It's what's happening.
That's exactly right.
So without having to field 500 phone calls today, what's happening with my deal? They can go on and kind of. That's insane.
24/7, and look at who the brokers, the senior bankers talked to today. What was said.
Wow.
So valuations maybe becoming an issue.
So and the bad and the good news
that.
or the bad news gets it right away, and it manages expectations.
Right. And it manages. It makes the transaction just so much more.
Because
efficient.
let's face it, look, and I don't, and it doesn't really matter what success rates are because it's tough. I was in the money raising business, and man, I'm telling you right now, less than 2% of all deals presented even get looked at, and out of those, a very small fraction get funded. So it's about realistic. And nowadays, that friends and family money wasn't there like it was.